for the ribbon cutting ceremony. Alright, so partners, colleagues, are you now ready to launch computer-delivered IELTS test here in Cebu? Yes! Okay, in 1, 2, 3! Okay, thank you, Pilar. Thank you, Miss Darling. Let's now proceed inside to formally start our program. Thank you. Required to evacuate the building, please proceed in an orderly manner to the assembly area at the SMEAG Garden by taking the exit door. Assigned personnel will lead the evacuation. To formally begin our program, please join me in welcoming the Country Director of the British Council here in the Philippines, Pilar Aramayo Prudencio, for the welcome remarks.
Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. What time is it? Morning. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I am really delighted and excited to be here today with you. It's my 6th week in the Philippines, I think, and this is my first trip outside Manila. So very happy to be here in Cebu this morning and very grateful for having the opportunity to be at this launching event. So I'm really excited, as I said, to be launching computer-delivered IELTS today, CD IELTS, our newest IELTS product. And let me just go back a little bit to who we are and what we do. As you know, the British Council is the UK's international organisation for educational opportunities and for fostering cultural relations. Our work is, I think, in a nutshell, about changing lives, about giving people opportunities to develop professionally and personally. And we do that in a number of ways, by teaching the English language, by allowing them to study in first-class schools and universities in the United Kingdom, by bringing the United Kingdom's education system or systems to other countries, and also by showing and showcasing our work in the arts and the vibrant and diverse culture of the United Kingdom. It is in this context that we believe that testing language skills is an important part of learning the language, and that's why we have and we offer a number of tests which include IELTS, of course. Our mission at the British Council is to increase friendly knowledge and understanding between people of a number of countries. We're present in over 100 countries and the UK. And in the Philippines in particular, we have been present, as you probably know, for 40 years. And that's 40 years of building relations and relationships between national institutions, cultural and educational organizations, artists, teachers, researchers, university leaders, and individuals. So, as I said before, our work is about supporting improvement, development of nations and also of individuals. In this case, of Filipinos and also of students of other nationalities, as you have in this campus, by providing holistic support to help them achieve their personal, academic and professional objectives. And I think IELTS is a very good example of this. IELTS continues to grow, as you probably know, as the world's largest English test. Just in 2017 alone, there were more than 3 million test takers globally. And the number of organizations that recognizes IELTS has continued to rise. It's now over 10,000 organizations. And in the Philippines, IELTS continues to be a passport for global opportunities for students aiming to study overseas, for some professions, in particular nurses, for example, seeking work abroad, for families of Filipinos or non-Filipinos migrating to other countries, and a number of other purposes. So, City IELTS, as we will hear from my colleagues a bit later, I believe, is the same paper-based IELTS. It's the same test in terms of its content, scoring, timing, level of difficulty, question formats, and security arrangements. All of that is the same. But the difference that we're making now is that it offers our test takers more choice, and it provides more opportunities for test takers to achieve life-changing opportunities through a new method of experiencing IELTS. So you are also probably aware that the British Council is committed to being a partnering organization. We truly believe that we maximize the impact and the reach of our work when we work together with others. So we are pleased to offer City IELTS in Cebu and in the greater Visayas landscape through our venue partner SMEAG Global Education. We wish to thank our venue partner very much for the long-standing collaboration and for giving us the opportunity to set up City IELTS here. And last, certainly not least, a word of thanks to all of you, all of the IELTS partners and agents for their continuous alliance with the British Council. I think more than partner agents, we see you as partners in supporting people to achieve their life-changing objectives. So I hope that we all continue to work together, helping people to change their lives, one test taker at a time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pilar. So also with us today is the Head of Operations for Philippines, Myanmar, Indonesia, and New Zealand, Dayan Paruli Pablico, to talk more about computer-delivered IELTS, or which later you would coin as CD IELTS. Let us give her a warm round of applause.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to echo what Pilar just said, that we are all very excited to be here in Cebu today. British Council is proud to pioneer computer-delivered IELTS testing in Cebu. This is a proof of our commitment to providing test takers life-changing opportunities, may it be for work, life, or study abroad. As we formally launch computer-delivered IELTS today, allow us to tell you what it is and how it can provide test takers with a new experience of taking the IELTS test. With computer-delivered IELTS being available now with paper-based IELTS, candidates have more choice. They can either type their answers on the computer or write them down on paper, whichever suits them best. Because it's the same IELTS, it still has the same modules, academic and general training. So, same IELTS, more choice. Next slide, please. One slide now. Same IELTS, same standard. So candidates can expect the same standard, the same level of security in terms of test administration, same scoring method. So the 9-band scale is still in use, and the scoring method is still the same, but the same care and diligence in terms of the entire administration process are still in place. Same content and greater flexibility. Computer-delivered IELTS has more test sessions in a week. So candidates will have more test dates to choose from and pick the session that would best suit their schedule. So you don't have to wait for the Saturday or the Thursday exam, which only happens 3 times a month in Cebu. Initially, we will be having 2 sessions a week in Cebu, but for the month of October. But in the following months, the goal is to increase the frequency of the test. In fact, computer-delivered IELTS can be administered up to 3 sessions or 3 sittings in a day. So imagine if we look forward to the near future, we could actually have 21 test sessions in a week, 7 days, 3 sittings in a day. Next slide. Same speaking test, but more convenience. So the face-to-face speaking test remains the same, as it is proven to be the most effective method to assess speaking skills. Now, when candidates register online, they have the option to select their speaking test schedule, the time that they want to take the speaking test on the same day as the listening, reading, and writing components. So no more request letters for same-day speaking test or your preferred schedule, because when candidates immediately choose the speaking test schedule that they prefer. Same results format, but faster release of results. So we will be delivering the test results on using the same easy-to-understand test report form. But now, the test results will be available in 5 to 7 days. Not 13, but 5 to 7 days. Same IELTS, same preparation, easier booking process. So candidates can still take advantage of the online preparation materials available on British Council websites, as well as the IELTS mobile applications. Actually, Danica will be talking more about the preparation resources that we have to offer a bit later. But yes, same preparation materials will be accessible to the candidates. Easier booking process. You can use your smartphones, and with a few taps, you can actually book a test. And perhaps the most or the best thing about computer-delivered IELTS offered by British Council is it's the same IELTS for the same price. We are happy to share with you that you may book a computer-delivered IELTS test with the same fee as the paper-based IELTS at 10,270 pesos. You can still opt to pay online or pay through bank deposit, but only British Council offers paper-based IELTS and computer-delivered IELTS at the same price or the same test fee. We will be conducting computer-delivered IELTS tests in coordination with SMEAG Global Education Incorporated. So test takers in Cebu and nearby provinces can now enjoy a new experience of taking the IELTS exam. And later, I think some of you will be experiencing the test firsthand through the familiarization test. We look forward to receiving your feedback on that experience. So that sums up the main points of what computer-delivered IELTS is. But to just summarize the highlights of what I've just discussed with you, may I invite everybody to direct your attention to the screen and please watch the videos that we've prepared for you. Thank you.
Jayan for that insightful presentation about computer-delivered IELTS. Now that we have learned about it, let's now talk about the preparation support that we can give to our test takers. And to explain these details, I would like to call on the Exams Marketing Manager of British Council here in the Philippines, Danica Tuliao. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi, good morning everyone. I hope the videos made you excited about computer-delivered IELTS. And I think what's even more exciting is that we are witnessing a milestone here with the British Council introducing computer-delivered IELTS here in Cebu. It's first and only with the British Council. As explained earlier, the computer-delivered test and the paper-based IELTS test are the same, but they have different features for each other. But it's the same high-stakes test that is recognized in 10,000 organizations worldwide. So that means you need the same level of preparation for our candidates. And with that, we have some offers that we hold here at the IELTS Resource Center here in SME Agency. We have the IELTS Orientations, which is a 2-hour session, which we conduct with an IELTS expert. It's actually a session where we cover the basic information about IELTS. Apart from that, we also have an extended version of the orientation, which is the IELTS one-day preparation workshop. And it covers all the sections, listening, reading, writing, and speaking in full detail. Apart from that, we also have the IELTS Exceed Writing Workshop, which is an offer at the Learning Hub or the IELTS Resource Center that aims to help test takers in their writing exam. So here are a pool of British Council IELTS experts have actually evaluated a number of written outputs from our Filipino test takers and have identified the common errors or mistakes by our test takers. And from there, they were able to develop this workshop to address those issues. So it's like saying it's a customized sort of workshop for our test takers. We also hold the IELTS pre-test, which is a simulation of the actual IELTS test, and we hold it once per quarter. Apart from that, we also hold the IELTS information sessions, which aims to provide information to our test takers of the different destinations of the test takers. So last July, we launched the Hello World information session, wherein we featured one of the destinations, Canada. And since then, monthly, we went around the world featuring different destinations like UK, US, Australia, New Zealand. Aside from the other resources, the face-to-face resources, we also have the IELTS library, which houses a full collection of IELTS resource books that are not available locally. So you can actually access this here at the IELTS Resource Center, and it's free for British Council registered test takers. Apart from the face-to-face workshops and other offers, we also have the online resources, and one of which would be the Road to IELTS. It's an online preparation course, free for British Council registered test takers. It's free for 30 hours, and it covers all the sections of the listening, reading, writing, and speaking sections. We also have a mobile app. It's called the IELTS Prep app, and it aims to give support or review practice tests for candidates who are very worried about their listening and reading skills. Also, we have the massive open online courses, which is a limited or time-bound resource online, and it also covers different sections of the IELTS test. So this one, we don't offer it for the whole year. It's seasonal, so we do announce it on our Facebook, on other social media channels, whenever it's free for all. And lastly, we also have our website, which houses a collection of different downloadable practice tests, videos from IELTS tests, from IELTS experts, and also some tips and techniques through our Dr. IELTS. So I hope you're all excited about these preparation materials. We're making it available for British Council registered test takers here at IELTS Resource Center. Also, we will be making available different resources and even video tutorials and webinars for computer-delivered IELTS. So we will be making or doing the announcements later on, or probably within this month, to all our partners. So please stay tuned. Thank you.
Thank you, Danica. Alright, so later in the afternoon, that is about exactly 1 o'clock in the afternoon, select members of the audience will experience a familiarization test of computer-delivered tests. This would allow you to have an actual experience of how it is taking the CD IELTS test. In the meantime, let us all watch this video. Milestone for IELTS testing here in the Philippines as we formally launch computer-delivered IELTS in Cebu City. Same test, same price, more choice. At this point, we would like to thank all of you, our valued IELTS partners, for attending this launch. Special thanks, of course, to SME-AG Global Education Inc. for being our venue partner and making all these possible. We will all work hand in hand to promote IELTS not only in Cebu but in the whole Visayan region. We will make an impact, one test taker at a time. So this brings us to the end of our program. Everyone, lunch is now being served. Daghang salamat ug maayong udto. Thank you very much and good afternoon.
through a new method of experiencing things.
And the best thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that for candidates taking interview for the IELTS with British Council, it's the same IELTS, same price.
One of the most important things here is that because it's the same high school test and it's recommended for 10,000 organizations worldwide, we are providing the same preparation resources for peer-based test takers and also Americans. Same IELTS, same preparation.
Computer-based IELTS examiners very easy.
Bring your camera.
It's going to be easier for them to take the test. It would remove stress.
There are a lot of things I can using a computer, listening and as a
I would definitely recommend the computer-delivered exam for IELTS test takers because of the options that it brings.
Definitely, with the experience that I had earlier, as well as the convenience that I've experienced, then definitely I will.
For those who are also struggling when it comes to the course, for me, this is the best test. So yes, I'm definitely recommend.
That will get pandemic.
The speaking portion of the IELTS exam is one-on-one in person. And finally, because it's a written test, the IELTS examination allows students to move around as it's within the exam and answer questions with split second computer. IELTS tests are written equally with students with more exposure to or speech. Those papers somehow share lots of similarities with the exchange with test. And that's why most students took this kind of preparation and prediction for the exchange with speech. It is good that the goal will be presented in different domains and the physical goal. And the domains there are different descriptors, even accessible to potential employers or universities. So that people will have how you're able to choose in various language learning.
I am more comfortable talking to a human being than to speak. In reality, when you live abroad, you talk to people and not to computers.
As compared to other English exams, some other English examinations offer only the writing component or lexical component. But when you consider it's practically all four components are important in one examination. I think I can help you achieve that goal by giving them the confidence to read when you're studying. Definitely helps you. Take IELTS. Take IELTS. Take IELTS. Take IELTS with British Council. Take IELTS with British Council. Students want to put IELTS mainly because IELTS provides students with different advantages. Students will be able to develop habits if they want to take a courses, if they want to go to different places, they know what they want to achieve. In order to be able to
Langsung sa budget ako papaano budget yung mga
most institutions in the UK, Australia, and Canada accept the IELTS, and many in the US accept it.
I believe that IELTS is one of the best ways to present a university that has the required level of English ability.
It is trusted and recognized everywhere in the world.
IELTS is recognized throughout the world. You know, it's really
Well, the distinct advantage of IELTS is that number one, it's widely recognized by all countries. And number two, I think it's quite accessible for people to take the IELTS test.
I think IELTS is a very good English test, especially it's 100% recognized by many universities. So I would recommend my students to take IELTS as my
In the United Way of Taiwan, we have to communicate with people around the globe. So it's our team. So IELTS are the top standard to recruit new people. Take IELTS is British Council.
IELTS is the International English Language Testing System, the world's only English language test. IELTS was one of the pioneers of full skills English language testing over 21 years ago and continues to set the standard for English language testing today.
I understand it is in collaboration by the University of Cambridge, one of the most prestigious universities in the world. So I have no doubt about this testing.
IELTS is going to test all the four skills of language, so it gives an accurate measurement to someone's proficiency of English.
I needed English qualification for my master degree, so it would be this is like the test that every institution.
The IELTS is very well accepted.
Over 8,000 organisations and more than 2 million test takers around the world trust and recognise IELTS as a secure, valid and reliable indicator of truth and ability to communicate in English for education,